winners? Let the pros show you how to make money. General Manager Al DeMarco, a regular contributor on Fox Sports, MSNBC, and Comcast Sports TV, brings over 25 years of handicapping experience to the table. CEO Steve Budin, the author of Bets, Drugs, and Rock and Roll, is the man responsible for creating the online betting industry. Together, they lead PickNation.com, your number one source for winners.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Countdown to Kickoff show. My name is Steve Budin, and I am the president and CEO of PickNation.com, the most trusted source for sports selections in the country. And we're with you right here every single week on FoxSports.com, doing what no other show does on radio, TV, or the internet, and that is break down every important game from a point spread perspective and actually take a position on the game, letting you at home know exactly who the experts like and why. My partner, Al DeMarco, under the weather, will not be joining us on set today. And I just want to tell Al that I wish him a get well soon, and I hope that he has a speedy recovery. Al, a former journalist and a sports beat writer, brings a different perspective than me. He draws on his experience from being inside the locker rooms and very close to the players and the game. Me, on the other hand, I'm the former largest bookmaker in the world, and to be honest, unlike Al, they would never let me anywhere close to a locker room or the players, and rightfully so. But even though Al and I, we come from different sides of the tracks, we do share a betting philosophy that actually is similar, and that is that you don't spread your money across the table like an action junkie, because the math will ultimately kill you. The only way, the only chance you have to succeed at a game that's stacked against you is to follow two basic principles. Number one, find that one game on the board that you like and hit it like a freaking piñata. Number two is make sure that you're always well informed. That's what I'm here for. That's what the Countdown to Kickoff is all about. And that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right down to business with the first game on the board today. Cincinnati at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers, 3.5-point favorites, the total 43. And for all intents and purposes, this is the playoff game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They can ill afford to lose another game after falling to Dallas in overtime last week. Now, I told you right here on that show that that game would come down to the wire, and it did. I also told you that Big Ben would outplay Tony Romo down the stretch. Well, he did not. But here's the thing. Big Ben, he's not playing Tony Romo this week. He's playing Howdy Doody over there in Cincinnati. And what? You don't think Andy Dalton looks like Howdy Doody? Google it. He doesn't only look like Howdy Doody, man. He's playing like Doody too. Guys, I say this all the time. Football is always going to be a game of quarterbacks, and I'll take Big Ben and Pittsburgh minus the 3.5. Next up on the board, guys, is New Orleans, Dallas. But before we get into that game, we're going to take a quick break so we can let you know exactly about this amazing contest that we run every single week. It's fantasy football at its best, and it's brought to you by our sponsor, DraftStreet.com. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hey, guys, I want to tell you about the absolute best fantasy football contest on the web, and you can only find it one place and one place only, and that's PickNation.com. $500 in total prize money. The top 20 finishers will get paid. First place gets a cool $125, guys. It's super easy to enter. You'll see the big ad on the homepage of PickNation.com. Just click on the ad and fill out your team. It's absolutely free, so go do it right now. Welcome back to the Countdown to Kickoff. Next up on the board, New Orleans visits Dallas. Dallas, a 2.5-point favorite. The total, 51.5. The guys, two major questions come to mind here. Number one, Dallas gets their first home cover of the season last week against the banged-up Pittsburgh Steelers. So does that mean we just forget about the fact that other than the Eagles, the Cowboys are the worst home team for gamblers in the league? Number two, the Saints completely crushed Tampa Bay, 41-0 in New Orleans last week. So does that mean we just forget the fact that they've had a miserable season and they are the worst road team against the spread? Saints 0-3 the last three road games against that Las Vegas spread. Guys, listen to me and listen clearly. I think that both of these teams are going to light it up. Everybody's focused on the game, but it's the total that's going to get you the easy money. We're going over the 51.5 here, guys. That's the way to get the money. Next up on the board is going to be Washington versus Philly, guys. Philly is at home, Washington, a 6.5-point favorite. The total is 45. And let me just step back for a second and talk a little gambling 101. You see, the biggest problem for gamblers often is recognizing which games are the gimmies and which games are the traps. And when you get too busy looking for all the traps, you always miss the opportunities for the gimmies and the easy money. Case in point, this game right here, you may think it's a trap, guys, but I think it's another Steve Budin early Christmas gift. When we talk about Washington, we talk about a team that's 5-0, last 5 games against the spread, guys. And when we talk about Philly, my God, they're on vacation already. 0-7 at home, and now what? After 2 straight years of nothing but horse manure out of Philly, all of a sudden they're going to wake up for no reason at all. Guys, I'm just not buying it. I like Washington here, minus the 6.5. I think it'll be a blowout. Next game on the board will be the New York Giants at the Baltimore Ravens. But before we get into this game, here's the GM, Al DeMarco, to tell you about something completely unique to the industry. It's called the All Access Pass. So go get a pen and write this one down.
How would you like to get my best bet today and the plays of every single handicapper at PickNation.com for free, no strings attached? Guys, I'm not kidding around. Al DeMarco here, general manager of the world's largest online sports gambling community, PickNation.com. And today, you can get my best bet and the plays of every single handicapper at the site for free simply by using the one-day free all-access pass at PickNation.com. That's right, my best bet, the plays of 10 handicappers for free. If you were to buy them separately, guys, you would spend over $600, but you're going to get them for free, the one-day free all-access pass at PickNation.com. Now, you're asking yourself, why am I giving it away for free? Because, guys, I'm that confident that I put together a staff of the best handicappers in the nation that can win for you on a consistent basis. What better way to show you how good they are than by giving you their plays today for free? Once again, the free one-day all-access pass available now. All you've got to do is click on the ad at PickNation.com.
And we're back, and it's the New York Giants visiting Baltimore. The Giants, a 2.5-point favorite on the road. The total, 47. And for all the New York Giants bettors from last week, listen closely. Don't let the misery you feel from the 34-0 loss to the Falcons blind you to the fact that the absolute best time to bet the Giants, especially when you're laying less than 3, is right after a loss. Big Blue is now 4-1 on the season, straight up after a loss, and they always seem to play their best ball when the chips are down. And guys, Baltimore, on the other hand, I said it last week, this is a team that's nothing more than a name from the past who simply can't do what they used to do. Flacco, he's fallen, and he can't get up. 13 sacks in the last 4 games, and it's very hard to complete a pass when you're laying on your back. Ray Lewis might come back, so might Elvis and Bruce Lee, but that ain't going to help Baltimore one bit. I'm going with Big Blue here, minus the 2.5. Next on the board, we're going to look at Minnesota at Houston. Houston, a 7.5-point favorite at home with a total of 44. Guys, this is the last regular season home game for the Texans, and they can clinch a top seed in the AFC with a win. But can they stop AP? Adrian Peterson, my man, is on a mission. 212 yards rushing last week, 1,812 yards for the season. Add to the fact that it's a must-win for Minnesota, and I can certainly see why many gamblers are leaning towards taking the points in this one. But the bottom line is, and I say it all the time, this is a game of quarterbacks. It's Matt Schaub versus Christian Ponder. No need to ponder that too long, but you may want to ponder this. J.J. Watt doing his best J.J. Walker dynamite last week. He had 3 sacks. He's got 19 and a half on the season. I see more of that, guys. This is my Ron Jeremy special of the week. Lay the big wood with Houston, -7.5. Guys, in the final game, I know the show went fast. I know it went furious, but that's how we roll here on the countdown to kickoff. We've got San Francisco visiting Seattle. San Fran, a 1-point favorite in this virtual pick'em. The total is 39.5, guys. And I got to be honest with you, betting Seattle at home is like betting Hugo Chavez in Venezuela. You certainly get an edge, if you know what I mean. 6-0 straight up and against the spread so far this season. And let's face it, Seattle, a very different team at home than they are on the road. Seattle, by the way, is a different team lately. The last 2 games, they won by a combined score of 108-17. That was 58-0 and 50-17. And you don't think they're for real? Guys, Seattle rookie quarterback Russell Wilson, he loves to play at home, no doubt about that. 12 touchdown passes versus only 1 pick at home. San Francisco can actually clinch next week versus Arizona. That's why I think they'll be sleeping this week against Seattle. I'm going with Seattle here, the home underdog, plus the 1 point. And guys, that'll do it for another edition of the Countdown to Kickoff. And guys, just in case you want to see the show one more time or watch it over and over again, you can go to picknation.com right now and watch it as many times as you'd like. For Al DeMarco, I'm Steve Boudin, guys. This was another great show, and I want to just say good luck. Merry Christmas. God bless.